Hello. What is it? July the 29th. And guess what's ready? I've got elderberries. It's afternoon now, I'm making this video. And I've already been canning tomatoes today. But then Terry went out and checked the elderberries, which is just around different places on the farm. And they're ready. So here I am picking off elderberries. What am I going to do with them? Well, I can make elderberry jelly out of them. I can just put them like this and put them in the freezer. And before, I've made a elderberry flu medicine, which I just pour a little bit of vodka over them in a jar. But this time I'm going to do them a little different. And I think I'm going to wash them and boil them with some sugar and put them in a jar. That's my plan. So this is just a job I'm having to pull them off by hand, and I'm just rolling my fingers over them and pulling them off. And I have put them in the freezer before I've done this, but these are fresh. These was picked probably less than an hour ago. They were brought in. Terry, my husband, picked about a 5-gallon bucket and brought them in. And I was sitting here working on them, and finally he said, well, here, let me take some of them and I'll help you. So he took a pan and part of the bucket out on the porch, and he's sitting out on the porch pulling them off, and I'm pulling them off in here. I've got several of them already, and I don't know how many he'll have when he gets them done. But as soon as I get them pulled off, I'll wash them and heat them with some sugar and put them in a jar. I'm going to have elderberries every place. I don't know where that one rolled to. And I'll have to sort them because there's a few little stems in there. But I'm trying to be careful with it. I don't know if the elderberries are ripe and are ready in your area yet or not, but they are here. Have to get them before the birds get them. You tarry too long, they'll be gone. The little birds will have them all ate. I'm going to keep working on these. These come up wild. I didn't plant this bush. I know where he got these at, a place on the farm. The bush has been there for several years, and I guess the birds just planted it. And every year I get some off of it. And then one year I did buy some plants and planted them, but they're not doing as good as the wild one that just come up on its own. But I'll get this done. I'll get back to my tomatoes. I'll get back to my sowing. Have to do what comes up when it needs to be done. And you know what the elderberries look like, don't you? They look like little umbrellas, not like pokeberries. Pokeberries look different, so don't confuse them with the pokeberries. And I know there's places out there where these are that the pokeberries and the elderberries are right there together. And it's easy to tell the difference. My hands are getting a little bit purple, but it'll wash off eventually. Just grabbing them easy and giving a little pull. Then I have to go back and get the little ones that didn't pop off the first time I pull. And I'm probably not getting them all. I think there's a few berries in that pan too. Well, aren't they pretty? Okay. And they'll be good. They're good for you. What is it, elderberry that builds your immune system and helps off fight colds and flus? You have to look that up. I'm not going to go into that. There's a lot of information about that out there. So don't take it my word for it. You look it up yourself. from somebody that knows more. I'm just an old country gal. I just know what I do. And I don't claim to be an expert on anything. I'm not going to tell you how to do something that without telling you that I hadn't done it before. But I've done these before. I do these about every year and have for quite a while now. I don't drink, but I do every once a year probably go to the liquor store to buy the vodka to make this elixir, I guess. Is that what do you call it when you... Trying to think what would be if you steep the elderberries in the vodka for a while and make the medicine. But like I said, I'm going to try to do these different this year. Going about it a different way. Well, I don't have very many more in my pan. Wonder how Terry's done. Alright, I'm going to get off here and finish this, wash them, and do what I said I was going to do. So I'll talk to you guys later. Go find you some elderberries. Little dog walking by.